Welcome to Daily Wisdom, Walking the Path with the Buddha, a podcast shared by David Roylance. This podcast is dedicated to guiding you to completely eliminate the discontent mind and the suffering it causes by attaining enlightenment. Learn and practice the teachings of Gautama Buddha that will guide you to fully attain a peaceful, calm, serene, and content mind with joy. To support this podcast, visit patreon.com/support Buddha or visit buddhadailywisdom.com, where you will discover a full range of courses, retreats, and online learning resources to assist you on the path to enlightenment. Now, here's our teacher to share more.
Sawadee Kap. Hello and welcome to Daily Wisdom, Walking the Path with the Buddha. Today is our group learning program, and we're in part 4 of a 4-part series where I've been helping students to build up their breathing mindfulness meditation practice. Welcome to all of you, whether you're joining for the first time or you're joining regularly, or even if you're listening to this on the replay or watching it through one of the videos on YouTube or Facebook. Welcome to everyone. What I've been doing is teaching students breathing mindfulness meditation and then just doing a meditation session each session to be able to help build up students' practice. Essentially, what students have been doing, if you've been meditating along with me, is that you're building up your practice to a 30-minute session where you can actually meditate from the time of the start of the chant until we finish with a chant for 30 minutes. And that would be a 30-minute time frame where you're actively training the mind, focusing on the breath. And anytime the mind moves off the breath, you're cutting that off and letting it go and bringing the mind back to the breath. This is training your mind to cultivate the wholesome qualities of mindfulness and concentration, and training the mind to let go so that it can eliminate craving, desire, attachment, the cause of all discontentedness. So welcome to everyone, whether you're joining for the first time or you're joining regularly. And if you'd like to join for meditation, I'm going to start with some chanting. Then I'm going to come in with the guidance. There'll be a period of time where it's just quiet and we're meditating together. Then we'll come out of the meditation with some more chanting. And as I mentioned, you're welcome to join in on the chanting if you like. Next week, I'm going to be starting a 4-part series on loving kindness meditation, because now that students have been meditating for about 4 weeks, it's time to bring in the loving kindness meditation, which has a completely separate type of goals. And there's a certain way of doing that that's very different than what we're doing with breathing mindfulness meditation. So if you'd like to join in for this particular class, you're more than welcome to. And then next week on Wednesday, I'll be teaching loving kindness meditation. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Hotang Bhagavanhang Apivateyami Savakato Bhagavata Tammo Dhammang namasami Supatipano bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅghang namami. Namo rasa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo rasa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo rasa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vicacaranang sammuno คาโตโรกาวิตุอนุเตโรปุริสานามาสติสตาตาวามนุสนังพุทโธภาควาติ Okay, with the lower body and hands and arms comfortable, and the upper body erect, just close the eyes and start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Here you're just looking to establish the breath. A nice, natural, steady, consistent breath. Not forced or controlled, just a gradual inhale in through the nose, experiencing the full breath. And then whenever you're ready, exhale out through the nose. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Your breath may not match up with the guidance that I'm providing, and that's okay. This is your practice. I'm just here for guidance. You can use this voice as a reminder that whenever you get to the next inhale, breathe in naturally through the nose, developing a nice, natural, steady, consistent breath. And then whenever you're ready, exhale out through the nose, experiencing the full breath. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. With the breath well established, start fixating the mind on the breath, either the sound of the breath coming in through the nose, or the sensation of air moving over the skin into the nose. The breath is the present moment. Fixate the mind on the breath, the present moment. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. With the mind focused on the breath, whenever you notice that the mind moves off the breath, cut that off, let it go, and come back to the breath, the present moment. No need to observe the thought, label it, judge it, analyze it, or even try to figure out where it's coming from. Whenever you notice that the mind is moved off the breath, cut that off, let it go, and come back to the breath, the present moment. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. I'm going to be quiet now and let you do this work of focusing on the breath, cutting off and letting go anytime the mind moves off the breath. You have nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. No one needs you right now. This is your time to focus on the breath. Breathing in and out. อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธมหะกวาพุทธังมะกวันหังอภิวาเตมิสวากขาโตมหะกวตาธัมโมธัมมังนัมสสามิสุปฏิปันโนมหะกวโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนามามินะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะอิติปิโสมหะกวาอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธวิชาจารณังสัมมโนสกขาโตโรกาวิตุอนุเตโรปุริสาธัมมาสติสัตตาตาวามนุสนังพุทโธภะคะวะติ Okay, if you guys would like to slowly make your way out of meditation. Once again, welcome to all of you to our class today, whether you're joining on Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom. Welcome to everyone. As I was mentioning, this is the fourth part of a 4-part series that I've been doing to help students build up their meditation practice. I've been gradually helping you build up to a 30-minute session. I started out the first part of the 4-part series teaching you breathing mindfulness meditation and doing it with you, and ever since then I've been gradually increasing the meditations. This was a 30-minute meditation. From the beginning of the chanting to the end of the chanting, we actually did meditation for 30 minutes. So if this felt like, wow, this was like pretty easy for you, pretty straightforward, all right, well, you can see that, right? And that's where you're at with your meditation practice. Or you're like, wow, that was a real stretch, that was real challenging. So you'll know where you're at with your meditation practice. Or if you're like, wow, that was just right, so now you know where you're at with that. So from this point forward, what I would suggest that you do is continue to meditate with breathing mindfulness meditation 2 or 3 times a day. And if you can get 30 minutes in per session, that would be ideal. But always remember that frequency is more important than duration. So if it's a matter of 1 session for 30 minutes or 2 for 15, you're going to see more benefit with the 2 for 15. So go for that and then gradually expand that over time. So this is the last class for this particular style of meditation that I'm going to be teaching you as part of this 4-part series, where next week I'm going to be starting a 4-part series on loving kindness meditation, where you're going to now be able to integrate that in to your meditation practice. And then ultimately we're going to be doing some Buddhist chanting as a 4-part series after the loving kindness. Then we're going to be rotating back and forth between breathing mindfulness and loving kindness once we get past the 3-month mark of the group learning program. We'll just rotate back and forth, and each session I open up to any questions that you guys have. So let me do that now, see if you guys have any any questions on meditation or anything else that you guys would like to ask. If you guys have questions about meditation, obviously this would be an ideal class to ask those in. But if you have other questions, maybe you've been thinking about certain things, you're welcome to ask those questions too. You can put the questions into the comment section of Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom, and I'll be able to see that. Or you can electronically raise your hand in Zoom and ask any and all questions that you like. Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions anywhere. So if you guys would like to join for our future classes, this Sunday, I'm going to be teaching the 4 stages of enlightenment in the 10 fetters. This is going to be the last class before we start going chapter by chapter in our book, Developing a Life Practice, The Path That Leads to Enlightenment. So starting basically 10 days from now, I'm going to be going chapter by chapter, starting with chapter 1. So if students would like to start reading the preface and chapter 1 of this book, this would be an ideal time for you to be able to do that, where you could start gradually reading just 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. That's what's going to be able to help you gradually take in the information to be able to start to understand what's in the book. Because there's certain things that are in the book that aren't in the classes, and there's certain things in the classes that aren't in the actual book. So if you guys would like to start reading, you surely can. And you can get access to this book by downloading it from our website for free. You can take it and go print it. You can get printed versions on Amazon, or here at our temple in Chiang Mai, there's also copies there as well that you can just reimburse us for the printing cost. So if you'd like to join for this Sunday or next Wednesday, those are ideal classes for people just starting out. And of course, we have our Pali Canon and English study group on Saturdays. You're always welcome to join that as well. So thank you all for joining and deciding that today's a day you'd like to learn and practice the teachings of the Buddha. Perhaps we'll see you guys in one of these future classes. Have a very lovely and wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Sawadee-ka.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. To provide support for this podcast, visit patreon.com/support Buddha. To access more teachings, visit buddhadailywisdom.com. There, you will discover a full range of courses, retreats, and online resources to assist you on the path to enlightenment. Remember to establish a daily, consistent meditation practice, along with learning and practicing these teachings. A well-developed meditation practice is the foundation in which to train the mind to attain enlightenment.